From spoiled brats to bossy sisters and cruel villains, these are the most hated female cartoon characters who made fans yell at their screens and love every second of it. Let's start with a babysitter so evil, she gave an entire generation trust issues. Vicky is one of the most hated cartoon characters ever. If you watch The Fairly Odd Parents, you already know why. She was Timmy Turner's babysitter and also the biggest nightmare. On the outside, Vicky looks like a normal teenage girl with red hair and a fake friendly smile. But the moment Timmy's parents leave the house, she turns into a monster. She yells, makes Timmy clean, and forces him to do everything while she just relaxes. She laughs at his pain and even enjoys watching him suffer. Her favorite word is twerp, and she says it almost every time she talks to Timmy. She doesn't care about anyone but herself. Money and power make her happy, and bullying gives her fun.
And you two have a fun non-house-wrecking night. Me and my man skirt are off.
I begged him to stop. He was too strong. To your room, Babsy.
What makes Vicky so scary is how real she feels. Every kid has met someone like her. A mean babysitter, a rude older kid, or a bossy adult who doesn't listen. Vicky tricks Timmy's parents into thinking she's sweet and responsible, while he's left alone with her true evil side. That's why so many viewers hated her, but also found her funny to watch.
When I get up there, you are going down! Cool! I still have spider powers!
Thanks to Vicky, Timmy got his fairy godparents, Cosmo and Wanda, who helped him deal with all her cruelty. Without her, the show wouldn't be the same. She made every episode wild and full of chaos.
Well, there's nothing to distract me from my rage! That's it!
Don't just sit there like a footstool. Run!
Wait a minute.
Even though she's mean, Vicky is unforgettable. Her evil laugh, sharp voice, and sneaky attitude made her one of Nickelodeon's most famous villains, someone we all love to hate. Next up is a mom who preaches kindness but practices chaos. Lois Griffin from Family Guy is one of those cartoon characters people either tolerate or completely dislike. She's supposed to be the loving mother and moral voice of the Griffin family, but many fans see her as one of the most hypocritical and frustrating characters in the show.
Stop it, both of you. Starting now, you two are gonna love each other. Now stay that way.
That was strangely arousing.
At first, Lois seems like the perfect wife and mom, caring, elegant, and patient with Peter's crazy behavior. But as the series goes on, her flaws become impossible to ignore. She often acts like she's better than everyone else, constantly judging her family for being lazy, rude, or irresponsible. Yet she secretly does the same, and sometimes worse, things herself.
You all expect someone else to do it for you, like Santa Claus or Mommy.
What the... Shoes? I'm sorry, I misbehaved, Mother! I'm sorry, I misbehaved! I love you, Mommy dearest!
One major reason fans dislike her is her double standards. Lois criticizes Peter for being immature, but she's cheated on him multiple times and flirts with other men whenever she gets bored. She preaches about honesty and respect, yet lies and manipulates when it benefits her. Even with her kids, she can be unfair and cold, favoring some while mocking others, especially Meg.
Lois, is a president stronger than a king? What the hell?
Peter, look, calm down. We're just friends. He's just giving me a friendly massage. Yeah, and what do you care? When's the last time you did anything nice for me?
I ate that gross pasta you made.
Lois's hypocritical and condescending nature makes her one of the most hated female characters in adult animation. She hides behind a calm, polite voice while doing selfish or hurtful things, and then blames others for their flaws. Ever met a rich kid who thinks money can buy superpowers? Meet this spoiled nightmare. Morbucks from the Powerpuff Girls is one of the most disliked female cartoon characters ever. She's not a supervillain with big powers or scary plans. She's just a spoiled, selfish rich girl who thinks money can buy her anything, even superhero status.
You see, it really is for your own safety when I say you just can't be a Powerpuff Girl, alright? Daddy, it was awful. I was being a good Powerpuff Girl, but they were jealous, and then the man grabbed me.
Princess has everything a child could dream of. A giant mansion, endless toys, and a father who gives her whatever she wants. But what she really wants is to be one of the Powerpuff Girls. The problem? She doesn't have any powers. And worse, she doesn't have the heart for it. When Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup refuse to let her join their team, she throws massive tantrums and decides to take revenge instead.
Powerpuff Girl! Looks like she went shopping this morning. All I ever wanted as much as they love you. No, you turned everyone against me. You humiliated me. You told me I could never...
Instead of helping people, Princess uses her money to cause chaos. She buys high-tech weapons, builds robots, and tries to defeat the Powerpuff Girls just to prove she's better. Her attitude shows how jealousy and greed can turn someone cruel. Every time she loses, she blames others instead of learning from her mistakes.
Rays, flight boots, super sprint force fields. I guess with this new suit, the Powerpuff Princess has got you beat. Seeing how easily I thrashed your sisters without even breaking a sweat. Well, what's the matter?
Fans hate Princess because she represents entitlement, the belief that money can replace kindness, effort, and teamwork. She's rude, loud, and refuses to admit when she's wrong. While the Powerpuff Girls fight for good, Princess fights for attention. If you thought spoiled rich kids were scary, wait until you meet a princess who traded tantrums for tactics and turned cruelty into an art form. Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of the most hated female cartoon characters ever. She is the princess of the Fire Nation and the younger sister of Zuko. From the start, Azula is shown as smart, powerful, and very dangerous. She can blend blue fire, which makes her look even scarier. She is calm on the outside, but cruel on the inside. She loves to control people and always wants to win.
I don't have sob stories like all of you. I could sit here and complain how our mom liked Zuko more than me, but I don't really care.
Many fans dislike Azula because of how mean she is. She lies, tricks, and scares others just to get what she wants. She treats her friends, Mei and Ty Lee, like they belong to her, not as real friends. Azula believes that kindness is weak and that fear is the only way to rule. She enjoys seeing others afraid of her. Her voice, cold eyes, and sharp words make her one of the most memorable villains in the show.
Certainly our parents didn't send us to the Royal Fire Academy for girls to end up in places like this.
But Azula is not just evil for no reason. Deep down, she is very lonely. She was raised to be perfect and to please her father, Fire Lord Ozai. He loved her only because she was strong, not because of who she was. When her friends betray her, Azula completely breaks down. She starts hearing voices and loses control of her mind.
So please, tell me why on the most important day of my life you've decided to leave a pit in my cherry? It wasn't a decision, it was just a small mistake. Small? Do you realize what could have happened if I hadn't sensed the pit in time?
Some girls steal hearts, but this one only wanted alien powers. Kai Green from Ben 10 is often remembered as one of the most disliked female characters in the series. At first, she seemed like someone who could be a great match for Ben, smart, confident, and brave. But as the show went on, fans started to see a different side of her that made her one of the most unpopular characters in the Ben 10 universe.
Just trying to even out the odds.
What makes you think I can't take care of myself?
I didn't say that. I thought...
That I'm a damsel in distress?
Kai first appears in Ben 10 Classic, where she catches Ben's attention right away. He instantly likes her, but she doesn't seem to care about him at all. Instead, she only likes his alien powers. The moment Ben turns into one of his cool aliens, Kai suddenly acts interested. But when he's just normal Ben, she ignores him completely. This made fans feel like she didn't truly care about who Ben was, only what he could do.
There's going to be a distraction in exactly 10 seconds. When it happens, you've got to fly down there and get to the sword first.
A distraction? What kind of...
In later series like Omniverse, Kai becomes even more annoying to many viewers. She acts bossy, jealous, and sometimes even rude towards others. Her relationship with Ben feels one-sided as she often talks down to him or makes him feel foolish. Fans expected her to grow and mature, but instead she stayed selfish and arrogant.
New Omnitrix?
Careful! You'll turn me into Walkatrout or something. It's got a bunch of new aliens.
So you couldn't even change into Benwolf if you wanted to?
Oh, I can!
What happens when you mix a cloud with an ego? Pure storm. Masami Yoshida from The Amazing World of Gumball is one of those characters that fans love to dislike. She's literally a cloud, but her personality is far from light and fluffy. Masami is spoiled, bratty, and always acts like she's better than everyone else. As the daughter of a rich businessman, she thinks money and power make her more important than her classmates.
The plan worked perfectly.
I was asking
Alan is finally with the right girl, the one who has always loved him.
At school, Masami often looks down on others, especially when things don't go her way. She's dramatic, controlling, and quick to throw a tantrum if she doesn't get what she wants. She expects everyone to follow her rules and do what she says because in her mind, she's always right. Her attitude makes her one of the most annoying and disliked students in the Elmore Junior High.
No, we locked you in our basement so you missed your birthday party and realized how much you actually wanted it.
Right, although that is an interesting idea. It is a felony to lock people up against their will.
What really makes Masami stand out is her sense of entitlement. She believes friendships can be bought and that people should treat her like royalty. When she feels ignored, she gets jealous and starts trouble just to be the center of attention. Despite being rich and popular, she's often lonely, mostly because no one enjoys being bossed around.
I just hang out, watch the boys. Come on, Gumball! Come on, go!
Lame. You don't watch boys. You kiss them. What?
Masami perfectly represented the spoiled rich kid stereotype, full of pride but lacking kindness. Still, her over-the-top personality adds humor and drama to the amazing world of Gumball. Lover or hater, she's hard to forget. Masami reminds viewers that money can't buy respect and arrogance never leads to real friendship. She started hot, but her story burned out faster than her temper. Flame Princess from Adventure Time started as one of the most exciting and mysterious characters in the show. With her fiery powers, bright design, and emotional story, she quickly became a fan favorite. However, as the series went on, many viewers began to notice how inconsistent her character felt in some episodes, and that inconsistency made her one of the more frustrating characters to watch.
She's an unstoppable force of destruction.
At first, Flame Princess was strong, emotional, and full of personality. She struggled to control her fire powers and her temper, which made her feel real and relatable. Her relationship with Finn showed her softer side and added depth to both characters, but in later episodes, her behavior and feelings seemed to change too quickly. One moment she was kind and thoughtful, the next she was angry and distant for no clear reason.
Light this for me, will ya?
Oh, sure. Do we need a torch?
This uneven writing confused fans. Some felt that the show didn't know what to do with her after the breakup with Finn. Instead of growing as a character, she often faded into the background or acted completely different depending on the episode. Flame Princess had the potential to be one of Adventure Time's strongest female characters, powerful yet emotional, fierce yet kind.
Yes! Fuel my flames, beauty worm!
But the lack of consistency made her story feel incomplete. Even so, her design, voice, and fiery attitude still made her unforgettable. She burned bright in the beginning, but her flame sometimes flickered when the writing couldn't keep up. We've seen spoiled brats and fiery tempers, but nothing stings quite like a friend who stabs you in the back. Terra from Teen Titans is one of the most hated female characters in cartoons. At first, she seemed kind, shy, and full of potential. She had earth powers that made her strong and unique, and the Titans welcomed her like family, especially Beast Boy, who quickly fell for her. Fans liked her at first because she appeared sweet and misunderstood. Terra from Teen Titans is one of the most hated female characters in cartoons. At first, she seemed kind, shy, and full of potential. She had earth powers that made her strong and unique, and the Titans welcomed her like family, especially Beast Boy, who quickly fell for her. Fans liked her at first because she appeared sweet and misunderstood. But everything changed when Terra betrayed the team. Instead of standing by her friends, she joined Slade, the main villain, and helped him try to destroy the Titans. Her betrayal hurt more because the team had trusted her completely. Beast Boy's heartbreak made fans dislike her even more. To many, she represented the fan who turns on you when you least expected it. Terra's biggest flaw was that she couldn't control her powers or emotion. She was scared of failing and wanted someone to make her feel important, which is why Slade was able to manipulate her so easily. In the end, she realized her mistake and sacrificed herself to save everyone, but by then, the damage was done. Being the oldest sibling is tough, but does it excuse being the bossiest? Lori Loud from The Loud House is one of the most talked about and often disliked characters in the show. As the oldest of 11 siblings, she acts like the boss of the family. She's always giving orders, setting rules, and telling everyone what to do. While she tries to be responsible, her attitude often makes her seem bossy, impatient, and sometimes even rude. Lori loves to remind her siblings that she's the oldest, which she believes makes her the smartest and most important. She gets frustrated easily and doesn't like when things don't go her way. Many fans find her annoying because she rarely listens and always wants the final say in every argument. Another reason viewers find Lori frustrating is her obsession with her phone and her boyfriend, Bobby. She spends so much time texting or talking that she sometimes ignores what's happening around her. Even when her family does need her, she can be distracted and completely careless. Still, Lori isn't all that bad. Deep down, she cares about her family and just wants the best for them. She just doesn't always know how to solve it. Being the oldest comes with a lot of pressure, and Lori's bossiness often comes from the stress rather than meanness. Green powers, sharp tongue, and zero patience for anyone's nonsense. Shego from Kim Possible is one of the most famous female villains in cartoons, and also one of the most disliked by some viewers. She's known for her sharp tongue, sarcastic attitude, and cold personality. As Dr. Draken's sidekick, Shego is powerful, skilled, and full of attitude, but her arrogance often makes people hate her as much as they admire her. Shego is never afraid to insult others, especially Draken or Kim. She mocks everyone around her and acts like she's always the smartest person in the room. While her confidence can be entertaining, her constant sarcasm and mean behavior make her come across as bitter and self-centered. Many fans dislike how cruel she can be. She doesn't just fight Kim, she enjoys taunting and humiliating her. Even when things do go wrong, Shego rarely takes responsibility and instead blames others. Her bad temper and sharp words make her both funny and frustrating to watch. Still, Shego is a big part of what makes Kim Possible exciting. Her green energy powers, dark humor, and stylish confidence make her unforgettable. She may be hated for her attitude, but she's also one of the coolest villains in cartoon history. But finally, we have a sister whose life mission is ruining her brother's fun. Candace Flynn from Phineas and Ferb is one of the most talked about and often disliked female characters in cartoons. As the older sister of Phineas and Ferb, her main goal in life seems to be busting her brothers for their wild inventions and crazy adventures. Instead of enjoying their creativity, Candace spends every episode trying to prove to her mom that the boys are up to something, and she almost always fails. Many fans find Candace annoying because she overreacts to everything. She yells, panics, and obsesses over catching her brothers instead of relaxing or having fun, like normal teenage activities. Her constant screaming of, "Mom, Phineas and Ferb are doing something," became both her trademark and the reason some viewers couldn't stand her, including me. Candace is also dramatic, self-centered, and easily frustrated. Even when her brothers aren't bothering her, she finds a way to make things about herself. Her jealousy and constant need for attention make her hard to like at times. Still, beneath her loud personality, Candace has a caring side. She loves her family and truly wants to be noticed. Even if she's annoying, she brings energy and chaos that makes Phineas and Ferb unforgettable. And there you have it, the most hated female cartoon characters who made fans yell, laugh, and roll their eyes all at once. Which of these characters do you think deserves the hate, and who do you secretly love? Tell us in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for more cartoon deep dives every week. Also, watch this next video on your screen right now. You'll love it.